Welcome to the Gospel of Two Wheels, where the coffee's hot, the bikes are in pieces, and your comments are absolutely ridiculous. It is so good to be here. Let's check in and see who we got. We got Steve and Becky Peterson, Dave Brayman coming in from Burns, Wyoming. Also, can't. Whoa, Siri's talking to me. Hang on. That's weird. Also, Super Ray for the car. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see how everybody does. Definitely excited about the Cove, whatever, Chinese bike to see how Mason does on that thing. It should be cool. Brady Metter's here. Mike Barnato is on time this time. That's awesome to see and rare. I called someone. Oh, boy. I am making mistakes here, guys. I forgot how to use technology. Smiley Hansen, stoked to have you here. Oh, there's Rich Pierce coming in with Cub Moto. Chris Burns, what's up? Robert Boucher, what is up? Teddy Roosevelt, good to have you here. Dude named Eric, 5280 James. And there's my mom, Suzanne Spradling. Everybody say hi to my mom. If you don't say hi to my mom, she will come and haunt you and probably kick your butt. Kel Becker, thank you very much for the super thanks. Thank you. I cannot say thank you enough. I really appreciate that. Yeah, here we are, guys. Happy New Year. First, there's my dad, Scott Spradling. Make sure you say hi to him. He's less important to say hi to than my mom, just so you know. What was I going to say? Anyway, yeah, Happy New Year. First Gospel Two Wheels of the new year. I'm excited to be here. Really looking forward to 2024. Of course I am. I'm getting a new dirt bike here soon, so why wouldn't I? That makes everything look way better. Let's see. We got James Burr. Everybody's saying hi to my mom. Good choice. James Burr, what's happening? Joe Stratman, what's happening? Dylan Hall coming in. Dylan is one of the teammates for the Highland Cycles race team. He's one of the full sponsored guys. Roger Hurd, what's it? 28 here. Actually, this morning in Montrose. So brutal. For that to be in Arizona. Sawyer Llewellyn, Alan Pontone, Kel Becker, there we go. Everybody saying hi. Good choice, Sawyer Llewellyn. Weeby Racing, what is happening? I'm psyched to see you here. We need to get you here. Justin Monroe, what's going down? We got your cylinder back waiting on crank. So all the other parts are here. So mom is more important. Yes. Robert, you cannot have the old one. I'm keeping it. Ooh, nice. Barnato's getting paid to watch today. That means he's at work doing work. I love it. Oh, nice. Sharif Tarish. I saw that you got your 24. So he's got his 24 race edition. Mine is like just sitting there waiting. It's all paid for. Everything is done. It's just waiting. And I am not waiting very patiently. Eric Hall, what's happening? But yeah, I'm excited. This thing obviously still in pieces, my 23, but the reason that's in pieces is I am waiting on just the last couple parts. I got new plastics, they're here, and then I'm waiting on graphics from the Design Lab Co. That we're going to be working with them this year. I've been using DecalWorks. DecalWorks has been brilliant, amazing, awesome, like definitely the best graphics company I've worked with so far. But the Design Lab reached out to me and wanted to sponsor me and the team. They're not free graphics for the team, unfortunately. I'm getting free graphics, but super discounted. And then also going to be offering discounts to you guys online. I checked them out. They look brilliant. Anyway, I'm excited about that. James Burr, 200 or 300. If I were... So I'm like 185 to 195 pounds, depending on the time of year. And for me, a 300, and I live at 6,000 feet, and everything's above me. 5,700 feet, whatever. And everything's above me. So for me, 300. If I were 150, 160 pounds up here, I would probably, I don't know. The thing is, up here at altitude, everything loses so much power. I thoroughly enjoyed the 200 that I got to ride. I like my 125 that I raced for a year. But the reality is, for just ease of riding, there's no replacement for displacement, right? So, the 300. But if I were like I said, like smaller, wanting to just work on my skills more, I'd probably go with the 200. Their 200s are just brilliant. And if I had just giant piles of money, I would have a 200 and a 300 because that would be awesome. Because I would have fun on a 200 right now. Let's see. Hang on. I gotta turn the light on here so not quite so dark. There we go. And hold on. Sorry, guys. There we go. Yeah. So James, yeah, they're they're both amazing. So, and there you go. Roger Hurd, 125 forever. I love it. Actually, yeah. If I had huge piles of money, I'd have a 125 also. I had a 21 125 XC. Raced it for a whole season. Actually had some of my best results on that bike, and I absolutely loved it. But I was putting pistons in it every like 30 hours, and to keep it fresh. And it was just, I was beating that thing to death. So it was, yeah, it's a little small for a guy my size. Let's see. We got lots of you guys on watching, not that many thumbs ups. So consider hitting the thumbs up. Get the little thumbs up going. And you got to back out of the chat. Like if you're in the chat, like having fun, which is awesome, back out of the chat, close the chat down, hit the thumbs up, and then come on back in. What do you guys want to talk about? Questions? Got a 2010 YZ450 back there we're working on. Got that running good. Replaced throttle cables and his stuff. Brady Metter just wrote a new 450 RX. They're pretty darn good. I bet they're freaking good. I bet they're rad because they look great. I mean, I don't know. I've been liking the betas. The ones I've ridden have been really, really fun. And yeah, that's why I bought one. That's why I spent my money on one. So I'm excited. Great question. Dude named Eric says, why would someone install a low compression head versus a high compression head on their two-stroke? Really, really good question. So the hard enduro guys, a lot of them like a lower compression head. Or like in the case of like TSP, they'll use the medium compression. So it's a little bit of a bump over stock, but not as high. Oh, CRF 450 RX. Oh, I thought you were talking about a beta. Brady. Because isn't that what the race, the Moto one is called? But anyway, that's awesome that the CRF is good too. And you're a big enough man to handle that 450. Chad Bryan, what's happening? So anyway, yeah, a lot of the hard enduro guys like a lower compression head because it just mellows the power out. In the hard enduro, you want a lot of torque and you want a lot of power, but you don't want the delivery to be too nasty. So that lower compression head can kind of like mellow that out. Jim Nash, what is up? Oh my gosh. Jimmy Nash, Tiny Legs Nash is here. Jimmy, are you going to meet us in Phoenix? You better, or I'll come kick your ass. If you don't know about it, Jim, we are we're going to be going to Wildcat Pass on February. We're going to get there the 17th. Then we're going to ride 18, 19, 20, and then come home. So, Jay Constant coming in from Port Charlotte, Florida. Right on. Where's Port Charlotte? How is that on the peninsula? Is it on the mainland, or is it like? Anyway, let me know where that is. That's awesome. Thank you for joining us. So Jimmy, I'm gonna have a 300 beta when we get there. So you should be there and ride my new beta and tell me if I got it set up bad, good, or better than yours. Probably not as good as yours. Mainly because it's gonna be new to me. What else? You guys, anyway, fire off questions, guys. Any questions about dirt bikes, life, I don't know, fishing, whatever you want to talk about. Yeah, let me know. What else was I going to tell you? So here soon I will start the countdown to Thursday night rides. Very excited about that. We are on the uphill side of the winter solstice, so days are getting longer. It's going to be awesome. Joe Battelle 325 switched out my CRF X for a new 24 XCW. It's perfect for me. What's the best two-stroke injection oil? Joel, I like Joe, excuse me. I just use the KTM stuff, the Motor X Crosspower 2T. I like it. Its flashpoint is appropriate. It does spooge still. It doesn't but yeah, I like it a lot. So maybe someone else has a little more of a opinion, but that's what everybody around here uses, and they seem to be good. Oh, my mom is asking about how my leg is. It is getting better. It's actually noticeably better every morning. So I'm excited about that. That's coming along. I'm really excited about. Vigard B, really looking forward to the KDX videos. Me too. I'm excited about doing those videos. Yeah, we're going to be getting going on that here real soon. I just gotta, time is a thing, but we got it. It's in the shop. It's ready to be coming apart. So we'll be doing that. Jim Nash, sounds good. I just broke my subframe Sunday. Ugh, heck of an endo. Never running a front fender back. Jim Nash, do not do that. With your petite size, Jim, I could see how a fender bag would weight that thing improperly and send you over the front. Let's see. DIRTBIKES, son's KTM 85 that suddenly stopped. Tore down, found extreme pitting and damage in the cylinder. Ooh, chalked it up to blown head gasket detonation. Turns out it was the spark plug. Oh man! So you lost? Was it the porcelain on the spark plug? That's gnarly. If it was, that's crazy. Cub Moto, have I ordered my chainsaw mount yet? No, I have. Where is it? Oh, it's in my house. No, I have a chainsaw mount. I have an EE chainsaw mount for the beta, so I have one already. I'll probably be using that since I already have it. I don't know. I don't think Bill Dart. There you go, Bill Dart, which he makes hands down the best chainsaw mounts, period, that I've ever seen, and like by a long ways, and they're so good. But I don't think he makes them for a beta. I checked last time, and it doesn't matter. The Guard B on the KDX, the subframe replaceable was part of the frame. On that 98, I don't know. I think it comes off. Jim Nash, fender snapped off and took me out hauling on a down. Damn, that sucks. And David Barbercheck, that's crazy that the porcelain broke. That's now 2 out of my entire career that I've seen happen. Mine and yours. That's nuts. Jim Nash, by the way, fender bag, like that is so 80s, dude. You should have been around that anyway. The ticket now are the saddlebags, like the little low profile saddlebags, because they don't interfere with my legs or anything on the bike, and you can put all the stuff you need to put in there. And then I obviously wear a Wolf Vest, so yeah, it's awesome. Kel Becker, have I done the tour of Idaho? I have not yet, but I really, really, really want to. That is on the list of things I want to do. I kind of it's down the list a little ways from some other pretty big stuff. Went and re-inspected after. Oh, right on, David. Cool. I'm glad the video helped. And how does the KDX compare power-wise to the KTM EXC 200 and newer Beta 200? Never tried 200, but it seems like a perfect bike. It's like a 125 with usable torque. Yes. So the KDX is dated, Vigard. It's very dated, but it's very good. I would, Jim Nash. I love Jim Nash so much. So the KDX is very, very good. The power is very, very mellow. I would say that both the KTM 200 and the Beta 200 just make way more power. I don't know what the actual numbers are, so I might be wrong if you put it on a dyno. But having ridden them all, the newer 200s feel a lot faster, right? The KDX feels slower, but it feels very usable and like it has plenty. So I love the KDX, especially for the money. Although it's like one of those cool things, the old things that are getting popular, so they're harder to find and cost more money, which is hilarious. But considering it's an old bike and ancient stuff, anyway, that's dumb. But the KDX, usually you can find one for a great deal and then fix it up and have a really great bike. Obviously, you don't have electric start. The stance on it is kind of funky. As far as like when you bone stock, when you stand on them, hands on the handlebars, feet on the pegs, stand up, it feels old, right? And then when you sit, it definitely feels old. You feel like you're sitting into the bike instead of on top of the bike. Like all these modern bikes, when you sit on them through a turn or paddling up a hill, or if you just sit down riding, you feel like you're sitting on top of it. The old one is more like, the KDX is more like you sit down in it. But they're amazing bikes. I love them so much. I cannot understand at all why they got rid of them. It doesn't make any sense at all. So, because they're so good. Justin, which hard enduro races would be racing this year? I don't know. I wanted to do Moab. I don't know if I'm going to be ready, my leg and stuff like that. I just don't know if I'm going to be like fit enough for it, or ready on the bike, because I will not have had much time. So I don't know, but I am definitely considering the Donner one, which I think is in June again. I didn't get to do that last year because they had to move it because of the snowpack. I had to do the Silver Kings, which was way over my head. And I've talked to a lot of people, and they're like, yeah, no, that's way over most people's heads, that have not done that kind of riding, that crazy steep grass, just nuttiness. So yeah, I don't know. I really wanted to do the King of the Motos, because that's more the kind of hard enduro riding that we do here. It's dry desert rock nastiness, whereas that Idaho, that it is wet and loose and steep, and it's just different. So I want to get better at that Idaho stuff. I really want to get better at that. It's part of why I bought the beta, is I really want to spend some time getting better at that kind of riding. But it's so I want to practice. I don't think racing is a great way to get better at that. I mean, it is a good way. It's just a very expensive way to get better at that, because you pay a whole bunch of, it's very expensive to race those races. And then, you probably, like me, if you raced up too far up a class, you get knocked out and you don't get to finish, and you don't get that much time on the course. And so, I don't think racing is the best way to get better at it, unless you just have piles of money. Dude, Jimmy Neihart, Tough Like Roar. I would love to come do that. I would love to do Tough Like Roar, or at least come there and watch it and hang out. But it's so far across. I got to get out to see Jimmy, though. You've done it multiple times for me, so I got to do it. Vergard says, talking about the KDX around these parts that are rare and usually $1,700 to $2,000, probably not worth it. Probably not kosher to mention another YouTube. I don't care. But a collab with Gabe Torture Test Mag would be awesome. I don't know him. I haven't even seen his. So Torture Test Mag, I will check that out. And dude, please mention other YouTubers. I am learning this game of YouTube, and I need all the help and all the inspiration I can. So yeah, Donner does sound good. I love the mountains too, guys. Like I'm a Westerner, man. Like, I was born in Oklahoma, which is pretty far west compared to Tough Like Roar and all that stuff. And then as soon as I could leave, I graduated from high school, man, I was out here west. So I'm a Westerner at my core. And so I just love Western races. I love being in the West. I don't really desire to go back east. It's not, I don't know. I'm just not interested. It's not, I don't know. So yeah. Someday I will, but right now I'm having fun out west. Don T says, TBT suspension, do you just change the valving shims, or is it something like gold valves also? Don T, depends on the product, like what we're working on, KTM, Yamaha, KYB, Showa, WP, as to whether or not we add parts, but we do not use gold valves. Like, stock pistons these days are very, very, very good, and there's no need to spend money on a gold valve. Now, sometimes we add, like, Explorer forks, for instance. You gotta, like, to do the really good setup on the Explorer forks, you add a mid-valve whole piston setup to the right side fork, or left side fork, excuse me. And but I don't. Yeah, no gold valves. Jacob from Tulsa. Okay, have you done right? Oh, okay, Jacob. Doing gear for trail riders, day packs, bike protection. Yeah, Joe, I have. Jacob, excuse me. Yeah, I keep seeing Joe. Jacob, I have. I'm thinking about doing another one here soon because I haven't done one in a while, and that video hasn't got a lot of views. But if you go into YouTube and type in the search bar Highland Cycles, all one word, and then what do you carry, you'll see the pack I carry at least. But Wolf Enduro is the best pack vest thing, period, hands down. Hang on, show you one. I got one, my older one right here. Boom. This thing is awesome. I got a new one, so that's why this one's not on me or being used. And it's actually perfect. There's no reason to get rid of this. I just was fortunate enough to have the Wolf guys send me the new color. So these things are the best if you're the right size. If you're a big person, they don't fit. But if you're, I would say like 250, 260 and down, that thing's going to work. NorCal, dude. Virginia City Grand Prix, that is high on the list of things I want to race. I have to, okay. Putting that in my head, I really might think about that. Would be good. Torture Test, you're probably a bit of the same vibe. He's also supported by our Rocky Mountain, but hasn't posted much lately. All right, on Vigard. I gotta check him out. Where is Torture Test? Because if they're anywhere halfway close, I'd love to collaborate with them. That'd be fun. Brady, East Coast sucks, and I'm born and raised East Coast. Mean, grumpy people. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, it's just there's no public land out there. It's beautiful, but I don't know. And honestly, I'll be brutally honest. Like that greasy ass mud and roots that you guys have scares me. So I mean, I'd like to get better at it. It would be a really good thing if I would come out there for like a month and just train in that stuff. I think it would be good for me. If you want the best of both worlds with KDX, add some compression and bore to 220. You get the hot port timing. Oh, nice. Nice, David Kessler. That's good info on the KDX 220. Brady Metter, you are big. You are not normal sized. Garrett Anderson says, I've been trying to get to Virginia City for a bit. We need to figure that out, Garrett Anderson. Let's talk about that. You and me, kids, everything. I've been wanting to go to the Virginia City Grand Prix for like since the 2000s, like because Fritz was going and it sounded awesome. Hey, Countershots. What up, Nathan Looney? How are you? TPI lover. Love it. Fink Desert Race Australia. Kel, I'm coming to Australia and New Zealand. Just wait. It's going to happen. I don't know when. I got big things trying, whatever. I'm going to try to make that happen very soon. Jay, I'm sure it's sandy in Florida, and I don't have any desire to get good at that. That kind of sand. Do you have an off-season workout regimen, or do you keep riding through the off-season? I ride all through the off-season. We when not hurt, yeah. When I'm not hurt, I'm riding all year. We get to ride all year here. It's pretty nice. We get some weeks off where there's too much snow or it's too cold, but it's generally pretty nice. This year is like the best year for off-season riding. It's perfect out there right now. It's dusty actually, and it's it's getting into the 40s during the day. Jimmy Neihart coming in with the TPI life. I love it. My Wolf Vest was at the end of its adjustments when I was 285. There you go. But it fit. It fits way better now that you're 230, 240. Right on, John Head. Congratulations, by the way, on losing that weight, man. Nice work. Seriously, I know how hard it is. I'm actually currently right now I'm fasting for the first week of the year, so I'm not eating any food for 7 days. And right now I'm a day, Thursday. I started Monday, and it is brutal. But it feels good. Actually, I think it's actually helping my leg and my joints and all kinds of things. I'm not going to go into the science behind it, but I've read a lot about it. I've also done it before. For me, it's a great way to start the year. So I fast, I pray, it helps me focus on Jesus, and it's awesome. So, Smiley Hansen, off-season, like when we were asleep. I like it. So Smiley lives in Paso Robles, my favorite word to say, favorite city to say. And yeah, he's like me, although I think he's got even better weather than me as far as during the winter. Because, I don't know. Justin, do you ever get snow? Do you ever get snowed out or colded out? I don't know. We do, but it's rare. So, yeah. But anyway, back to your question about the off-season training. A fitted hat. Okay, I will work on that, on the fitted hats. But because I've had them in the past and I just don't have them now. Look at this. I got a freaking sticker on here. I have to say a huge thank you today to Molecule Motorsports for the support. They sent me a skid plate and hand guards for the beta. I'm very excited. So George Spears, do not show me a donut. Oh, I'll resist it. I got no problem resisting it. It just makes it harder. So training off season, I do ride a spin bike that I borrowed from Rich Pierce to just keep the cardio going, even when I am hurt. And I try to, get to the gym. We are going to be doing a gym series with our race team, using some functional fitness stuff with our friends at the Flex Rec, which is it's a CrossFit gym. They can't call it CrossFit because that's a trademark name, but it's a CrossFit gym here in Montrose that's going to help support the team. We're going to do like a month-long deal with one night a week where we meet and learn a bunch of workouts. So it's going to be cool. Yes, Jay, pray for dirt bikers, 100%. Brian Lee, what's happening, man? Happy New Year. No snow. It's 38 this morning. Just jacket start. Yeah, perfect. I love it, Smiley Hansen. How hot does it get in Paso Robles? I need to know that. I think that part of California is the part of California that is actually really, really awesome. Got to get my French bike down for a pre-race prep. Wait for the shootout. Yeah, I know. We got to do that, Garrett. Yeah, and your parts are on the way. Skipping rope. Yeah, dude, jumping rope is so good for you. All the boxers, all the guys that because honestly, boxing and motocross are the two hardest sports on earth. And so, yeah, jumping rope is huge and doesn't cost any money. Well, I guess you got to buy a rope, but whatever. If you can buy a dirt bike, you can buy a rope to jump. I just got a basket of parts. It's supposed to be a 19 YZ250F. Broken big end. Oh, bearing. Bottom end full of bronze shavings. Piston kiss the valve. 60 hours. Oh, what could cause this? Skipping time, regard. Skipping time would cause that. Low oil would cause that, and not oil changes enough would cause that, because Yamahas don't break like that. Yamahas don't break like that if they're maintained well. I've never seen, I can honestly say, I've never seen a Yamaha 4-stroke break like that without some sort of poor maintenance. And that's probably what it was. It was probably poor maintenance. Cam chain skipped, cam chain tensioner failed, something like that, because of the poor maintenance, and caused it to come apart, and caused it to skip time. Piston hit, and it was probably going real fast when it did it. So my mom says, "What liquors are you drinking?" Water and coffee. Boom. Brady Meadows. Those things had a bunch of bad cranks. I had not heard that. So good to know. Yeah, there you go. Countershock spin swimming. Awesome for the shoulder. Swimming is also very good if you have the access to it. I don't. We have a rec center. I'm not going to pay the money to go swim because I can do other things with my shoulder and keep it going. But yeah. Just Smiley Hansen. So it gets into the hundreds. It gets hot. There you go. That's like us. We get hot though. Never 110 ever. But yeah. So that's crazy to know that those had bad cranks. So there you go. Maybe it was a bad crank. My guess is still poor maintenance or something like that. But maybe it was a bad crank. And if that's the case, take that crank out, send it to Crankworks, have them build that thing up and make it super rad, and then be good. Mentioned that it's a Yamaha. Yeah, Yamaha also had some bad cam chain issues. There you go. So I don't know. There we go. But I guarantee you, regard, if you rebuild that well and do a good job, it'll last a long time. Brady Metter coming in. Honestly, the new YZs aren't the best on durability. Lots of crank problems. 250s and some 450s. So that's good to know. I haven't seen it here. Most everybody's YZs here have been right on the money. We haven't had any blow ups except for poor maintenance here again. But the thing is about Colorado, especially up here in the mountains. I mean, I'm in a valley with the desert and whatever. We're close to the mountains and a lot of rocks and things like that to ride. motors hold up, I think, better here because they just don't get revved crazy, right? We don't have, there's no motocross tracks, so no one's out there jumping jumps and going, off the rev limiter. It's hard to find a place where you can actually twist one wide open very long. We got some big hill climbs, but they're short. So yeah, I think that stuff holds up better out here, honestly. You might get luckier being out here than you would somewhere else. So. Thank you guys. Plain bearings rod from Wassner, OEM needle bearing rod. Ooh, that's a good question. I like the Wassner rod. I also like the CP Carrillo rod. That's a tough one. If you keep the oil super fresh, plain bearing will work great. It'll work really good. There you go. Smiley's asking about the 24 450 FX, whether or not it's having issues. So, what other questions? What other things are going on, guys? There's a bunch of you watching, and not everybody's hit the thumbs up. So make sure you back out of the chat, hit the thumbs up, come back into the chat. Do it now, or my mom will kick your butt. Seriously, she will. Haven't seen the 24s yet, but they are the same as 23s, I believe. 24. Yeah, is the 24 FX? It probably is the same as the 23. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure the motors, they haven't changed a lot of the motors. So, yeah, what other questions you guys have? What do you guys want to hear about? What do you want to know about? Again, it's Happy New Year. Super excited about that. Phoenix, if you guys are not don't know about it yet, we are going to Phoenix area. We're going to the Cave Creek area, actually. So on the east side of the valley, we're going to be riding the Wildcat area. Hopefully be riding the Costa Rica Trail and a whole bunch of other stuff while we're there. So really excited about that. It's going to be awesome. Oh, Roger Hurd. That's a great question. 1 second. Replacing the steering head bearings in my WR. Ooh, hang on. 250X soon. Any tips? I've never done the full replacement. Just be careful. I would buy the tool to remove and install. It makes life way easier than with a punch. You can't install with a punch. You need a bearing race driver to get that in there. But I would just purchase the tool. Here's a shameless plug. Go to Rocky Mountain ATV through my link that's in the description of this video. Buy the tools from Tusk. They're really relatively inexpensive. And if Tusk doesn't have them, buy them from Motion Pro through Rocky Mountain or from your local dealer. Actually, go there first. You really should. I keep forgetting to say that. You should really go there first if you like them. If you don't like them, and maybe Ontario, you might not be able to get Rocky Mountain. So anyway, buy the tool. It'll make your life easier. What tire and setup are going to be used on the Beta? Jake Lenegar. I'll get there. So winner for A1. I think Eli. I think Eli's going to win it. I think he's coming out swinging. He had a year off. I know it's a year off. He's whatever, but he's Eli. I guarantee you he's been working harder than most. So I think Eli's going to win. So Banana Brooks, nice not to have the camera waving around. Yeah, I know. Sorry, man. Yeah, whatever. Complain about the camera all you want. I don't really care. It's what I got, so I don't have a person to film me. Hey, Morgan, awesome meeting the other day in Peach. Right on. Good to see you. Great to know you're just as polite in person. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by the way. Thank you very much. Sorry I couldn't jump on a bike and go for a ride with you. Let's see. First track carry it. They might. Ontario, they might carry it. I don't know. Check with Ben, though. They very well could. Sandy Smith, what's happening? Mark Clements, would you be able to TBT a KLX 300R? Oh, so if you are the one that contacted me, I was waiting for Travis to get back to me. I don't know. Brady might be able to jump in and let you know if we've done it. I don't know yet. Yeah, sorry for not getting back to you if I didn't, because I was waiting on Travis to let me know if we've done any KLX stuff and if it's worth doing. So tire setup. Hang on. I got to go back here. Dakar, Smiley Hansen. I don't know who's going to win it. I don't know. My money's on Toby because he's awesome. I don't know if he's there yet. So tire setup on Cecilia, by the way, is the name of the Beta. I mean, I put it on Facebook, but Cecilia is her name. It's an Italian name. It's also one of my favorite Simon and Garfunkel songs from when I was a kid. So, anyway, yeah, Cecilia, and it kind of goes along with some other names of old bikes I've had too, like the whole story. So tires, I'm gonna definitely have a JX8 and Bridgestone X31 setup, and then I'll probably have, because I got 2 sets of wheels for it, I'll probably have a more just intermediate terrain tire setup to not chew up gummies also. But definitely a JX8, and then, and Talon. I'll be switching back and forth between the Talon. I got a new product I'm going to be testing I cannot talk about. I'm really, 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 really excited about. Should be getting here this week. And it's not from a tiny manufacturer. Well, in the grand scheme, they're probably tiny. But anyway, it's from a very well-known manufacturer in our industry, and I'm really excited about it. So, yeah. Jacob, thinking of buying an older pre-17 KTM 300 if you freshen it up, was worth the crank balance. Yes, Jacob, pre-17 KTMs without the counterbalancer, absolutely worth having the crank balanced. I had it done on my 2012, and it was magic. It was good. So, Vigard, since your kids ride YZ250s, ever tried adjusting the squish? No. The also knowing internet says is important. No. And I've never adjusted on any YZ. I have personally owned like 6 or 7 YZ250s. I absolutely love them. All I've ever done to a YZ250 is I take the head off. Again, at our elevation, we're way up there. I take the head off. I have 10 or 20 thousandths. It kind of depends on my attitude. 20 thousandths is safe. Shaved off the head and put it back on. That's all I do. So yeah. Jet A1, will the radiators to 24 fit the 23 model? I don't know, Jay, if the 24 radiators fit the 23. But if you have a 23, just dent the radiators. Yeah. Brian Lee, what's happening? A while back, I asked about John Ross TPI tuning. Pulled the trigger on it for my 23. And the last 2 rides, I've been faster, more confident on the bike than ever. Awesome. Pulls so much smoother. Sweet. Sorry, Luan. Awesome. That's great. Roger Hurd, when do I get to ride again? I'm going to ride again as soon as my beta shows up, which is hopefully in a week and a half-ish. So mid-January, I will be 2 months out from the broken collarbone. The leg is already feeling pretty good, like I could probably putt around. So, yeah, as soon as that thing shows up, I'm going riding. There we go. Brady Metter on the KLX, we can do it. It's just not a ton to improve on, mostly just springs. So, yeah, we can get springs there for you, but as far as valving, I'm saying, like most of those bikes, the KLX 300, the CRF 250L, the TT, like all that stuff, it's just not worth spending the money. Ooh, Skylar Howes also, yeah, Skylar's phenomenal. Yeah, so phenomenal. Yeah, and yes, Hanson, I love the fact he's the cowboy, so good. Is Brayback? I haven't seen much on Brayback. I'm guessing he's back. That's awesome. Dude, Countershocks, Mason's bike didn't make it to Dakar? Holy crap. That's nuts. Mason's bike is there. The Cove guys drove to the board and picked it up. Holy crap. That's awesome. I'm going through here. Good morning from Old Flagstaff, Arizona. Just got first snow of the year. Right on. I woke up to wash my face. Yeah. When I come back to bed, someone's taking my place. Yeah, Lee, because I had my last YZ250 was named Jolene, so you can tie that in. So yeah, I'm glad Mason got the bike. That is good, because, dude, that would be, even though it has nothing to do with the quality of the bike, that would be a huge bummer for Cove as a brand. Huge. They couldn't even get the motorcycle to the race. Again, I know it has nothing to do with the quality, it has nothing to do with like normal delivery of bikes or anything, but that would look terrible. So, psych, they got the bike. That's awesome. That's good, and I hope Mason does well. I mean, he's a front runner. That dude can win a stage for sure. I don't know if he's got the equipment, the team, or the maturity to win that race yet, but he is definitely a front runner, and that's awesome. But yeah, I'd like to see. I kind of want to see Toby win it, just because Toby's getting older. I don't know how much longer he's going to be racing bikes in Dakar, and I think it would be awesome to see him win it. It would be really, really cool. No question. Appreciate the content. Laugh every time I hear you yell at DIRTBIKES. Right on. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. Is customs and shipper. I know. I'm sure it was a customs and shipper issue, 100%. But again, the internet's the internet, right? So if I want to support you, what's the best way is and what takes the least amount of fees? Huge DIRTBIKER Go Fast kit. Actually, that is not the best way. The least amount of fees, honestly, is super chats here or super thanks on our videos. That seems to be the least fees that come out. So right here, if you, and again, if not begging for money, guys, I feel very fortunate. My internet income has definitely gone up quite a bit this year, and I very, very, very much thank you all for that, for watching these videos. It's really great. Yeah, anyway, it's awesome. So I appreciate you. But if you want to, if you feel like you've gotten a whole bunch of value from our content, if you just really want to help us out, then you can, in somewhere on the box that you're watching, you can hit a little money button, and you can give us a super chat right here, or on a video, you can give us a super thanks and just give us some cash, or you can buy some stuff. I don't make a lot of money on the stuff we sell, just so you know. I'm happy. But it is advertising, so I like you buying it. It just, again, some people are looking to help out financially, and that is not the best way. It's a fun way because you get a cool hat. But also a new hat coming like super soon. I'm really excited about that. But carriers, the best way to get Morgan money is to send it to me. It does all come here. You remember when Mason talked trash in Dakar in an interview? As a rookie, I thought he should have just kept his opinion out of the public. Yeah, Hanson, 100%. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's all right. He's young. It's all right. He'll be. Jim Nash. I already have a 13 and a 52 from one of my wheel sets. I'm gonna have a 1352 wheel set, and then a 13 whatever comes on a 49 wheel set. So excited about that. That's gonna be awesome. Lights, Roger Hurd. Yeah, I have not worked on those lights yet. I'm waiting for Travis Flateau to send me the old light cage from the Baja bike, so I can modify that thing and bend it back into shape and make something that will fit on the KTM. Because right now it's going to fit on this bike because that's to be easy, and then we can work on a universal fit somehow. I don't know. There's a lot to go on there, but it's coming. Just waiting on that cage from Travis to kind of see what we can do to mount those lights up. But those lights, I think, are going to be good. I don't know that they're going to be the best, but I think they're going to be pretty good. Again, that's CO Light, LED CO Light, or Co-Light LED. Google that around. Dude, they have great prices. They're a great company. They're easy to deal with. They're really communicative and easy to handle, like as far as on my end. They've been really great. And the lights have been brilliant. The ones on the Baja brand, Nathan Looney, who's here, Countershocks, Roger Hurd. I did already modify it a little bit. You're right. Countershocks, he got to see the lights on the front of the van. I think he was impressed. They're very, very bright. And they weren't a budget breaker. They're less than $300 for two big 6-inch badass LEDs. So they're rad. All right, guys. One more question. Shoot it in there. The first one that comes, I will answer it. Then I got to go get to work. I got lots of work to do, which is awesome. Richie's been working hard. Zach was back for a little while, but he is now, I think, gone yesterday. So it's good. Random guy. What is your thoughts on the 01 to 08 Suzuki RM250, specifically the 2001? Can't recall you ever working on Suzukis. Random guy. So those bikes, I think, are okay. It's funny. I have worked on one, but it's long before I had a YouTube channel. It was Hanson. And they're all right. I don't know that they're. I mean, other people. So the common or census is. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm searching for words here. Most people think, or like what I've heard from most people, is that was not the best that was not the best version of the RM. I mean, Pastrana rode the crap out of him and all that good stuff. It just, they weren't that great on do it. Patreon, Sandy, is very good. It just, there's some fees involved, and it's more of like a subscription thing. So again, if you want to subscribe and continually give to us, Patreon's good. Also, I have memberships open here on YouTube, and it's actually a thing that you can join and have a membership and pay monthly to help us keep making these videos. But I haven't figured out what I'm going to do to make that special for people yet, so I haven't really announced it yet. So, Vigard, thank you very much for the super chat. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Weeby Racing, have a great day. You guys are awesome. Dave McPherson, thank you for loving Dirt Church. But yeah, so the Suzuki's, the general consensus, that's the words I was looking for, is that those were not the best bikes as far as durability. Maybe someone else can chime in real fast before I shut this down, but that is what I have heard from people. The one I did work on was blown up. So, Steve Becky Peterson, what's happening? So, yeah, I don't have much experience, but that's what I've heard. And the other thing I will say is that parts are getting hard to find because Pastrana left Suzuki to go to KTM 2-strokes just because of that. It was getting really, really hard to find parts. So think about that. Anyway, guys, Punk Rock Club, I love you the most. So much. I love you. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching this stuff. I got to give a big shout out to Jesus for saving me. This channel is all about dirt bikes, but there were going to be some sprinkled in Jesus moments because without him, I would not be sitting here. I guarantee you that. Roger Hurt, see you in a couple weeks. I can't wait to see there we go. This is generally not good. Yeah, I love you guys. I desperately hope that what we're doing here is inspiring you guys to work on, but way more importantly, get out and ride your dirt bikes!